How does going against the grain help in these regards, such as with the idea that all DNA, protein, and amino acids are right-handed in that they fold? They have right folding curls. How does this put left-handed people at odds with the world, and does that press them to be outside thinkers, or is it a purely biological, or is there a cultural aspect or something like that of bias due to the fact most people are right-handed? This causes dissonance in your head if you're a young kid who is left-handed. Alright, let's find out. Problem is that the education system is pretty much any country wouldn't allow for anything lewd, despite the fact that a man's sexual prime starts at 15. So we have 3 years where we're supposed to be focused on study but only think about sex, except for a few asexual outcasts. True, Sean. I also think too much screen time is slowly killing our soul. I agree with that too, Blessed, that we are becoming more and more disconnected as a species. And I think it's not 100% our fault. Think about, like, Asman has a great take on this about, like, third-party spaces. I wonder if I can find the clip. But anyways, the idea that there's no more, like, skate parks and stuff like that. Like, when I don't believe that AI is an enhancer, because that was said about the internet before and it turned out to be false. No, Raymond, that's not true. That's statistically not true. The internet, despite how much, like, terribleness it has, it is the greatest invention of technology ever. Because it allows someone like me, who has no anything, to connect to you guys. And connection is the most powerful thing that humans possess, to the point that we can connect without even knowing who we are. Simply through images that we can mutually associate meaning to. Like, just thinking on a baseline of everything that has to line up for us to be able to communicate. Expound on connectedness. It's a different kind of connectivity, right? And it's not bad. What's bad is not having balance and having absolutely no physical connection with people and only having internet connection with people, like distanced connection with people, right? A disassociated connection, right? Like, I don't have a lot of friends, but, like, my family are my best fucking friends. Like, me and my dad talk about quantum mechanics all the fucking time. Me and my mom talk about fucking puzzles, her work, her, like, photo albuming and picturing and stuff like that. Like, my sister is huge into, like, my dad's also into conspiracy theories. My brother is huge into conspiracy theories. Like, Maybe AR would be better since it uses real world as a screen. See, I think AR is worse, Blessed, because it's taking that we have a suspension of disbelief for a connection, right? When it comes to the internet. I think AR removes that suspension of disbelief and it makes it feel real and removes the impulse that you would normally have to go outside and have a real connection. So I think AR is actually like the bad thing. Muddles reality too. Yeah. I think it's a danger. It's without the correct like routing, it is a very dangerous slippery slope. And I think one of the Black Mirror episodes did it really well with like the idea of in the future everyone's gonna have a fucking chip in your head. Like you're just gonna have to have a fucking chip. Whether it's 50 years, 100 years, 150 years, eventually it's just gonna be the normal thing. And with augmented reality basically built into your head, there's some we're talking some Ghost in the Shell, like Laughing Man, cyberbrain sclerosis level fucked up shit when it comes to the government. It's inevitable. Whether it's 200, 300, it's inevitable. That doesn't mean it's better or good. It would be like they forced us a hell of a place. At that point, it would just be so normal, it would be like... I can't even... It'd be like someone in like the 60s, 50s or 60s, like hearing about the internet. You need to address that with all of your might. Wait, what did Callie say? I have no one, my family doesn't speak English, and I don't go outside. Callie! But you work out, Callie! Do you have a home gym? I guess you kind of do, because you were saying you were going to buy those weights and those things, so I'm guessing you work out from home. Huh. You know what's really sad, guys? You know what used to be the thing that you did? I know, when I was a kid, I remember so many 30, 40, 50-year-olds that would just sit on a park bench and you just go over and you just fucking talk to them. And you just ask them questions, and you'd be like, you old enough that you were in a war? Dude, what was a war like? Have you ever fired a gun? Dude, how were you? So you were in the military? Like, were you like were you like a peasant, or were you like a commander? Like, what's your rank? And it's like I think the curiosity of kids and the interaction in the real world has been stagnated by the over-presentation of bad actors, to the point that it's basically frowned upon to interact with people in real life. And I think this is a cultural thing where we're almost being pushed to a point of like, if I'm sitting down at a park bench and someone's running by and I'm like, hey, check this out. I had this really cool idea about this character that is left-handed, and he has left-handed chirals, and his DNA folds backwards, and it causes him to be like really sick. What do you think about that? First of all, they're probably wearing headphones, so they probably didn't hear anything you said. Second of all, they'd probably turn around and run in the other direction. Whereas, like, that, when I was a kid, that was just I'd just ride around on my bike, I'd see people walking down the street, and I'd just, like, talk to them. And it's like, that's how you made friends. That's why I had so many friends that were, like, older or younger than me. Because I'd just be curious, and I'd just go talk to people. And it's like, that's why I don't really have any friends that, like, I have one friend that made friends with me without me initiating friendship with them. And it's because I was at a low point and I was kind of being depressed, and I guess he guessed that and threw a ball at my head at the pool, and we became good friends. And we played Battlefront Star Wars Battlefront for like an entire summer in like grade 10. Or was it grade... No, it was grade... Yeah, it was grade 10. Grade 10 going to grade 11. Because that was my depression stage, was grade 10. End of grade 10. The swapping of old friends to new friends, basically. I believe there are still large, prominent, and important groups that will fight these changes, like the Catholic Church, which defends free will. I have weights, vests, run on a trail in a forest, and most of the time I'm just in my room. Played with my apartment neighbors and talked to their parents. Fuck ads. Fucking hate this shit. Someone clip that, please. I'll put it. I'll put a clip of it in the Discord. What's the timestamp? Where are we? What's the timestamp? Where's the timestamp? 2 hours. So 2 hours in. So I'll remember that for later. 2 hours in. And we'll make a clip and we'll put it on the Discord. Almost turned into the Green Goblin there for a second. I mean, yeah, if you guys want to clip that, feel free. But I'll put it on a highlight reel and I'll put it in. I'll put it on Twitter, and I'll put it in the Discord. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what we were looking at. The like. Guys, we didn't even. Okay, we gotta go. We didn't even read the last chat history. I'm so distracted. I went straight on to the next one without reading this one. Me not cute. Yes, you're definitely cute, Callie. You are absolutely cute, dude. You have high cheekbones, dude. Dude, that's like your like main feature. High cheekbones. Look at this shit. Where's pics? Look at that. I don't know, me no sleep. True. But yeah, man, no, that's legit. Yeah, man. He's got the looks. Ah, no one cares about hair. It is what it is. You know, I'm gonna be there eventually, guys. You know, it's receding. I'm lucky I have what I have. You know? My hairline means high testosterone. All I know is my dad went basically bald at like 34, 35. I'm not handsome, you're handsome. I'm not handsome, my mom says I'm cute. I don't know if it was like today or yesterday, but I literally tweeted that out. It was between here? No, it had to have been yesterday then. The hell is it? Yeah, it's okay, guys. My mom says I'm cute. Okay, so, here we go. Will my plan work? Based on available information, subscribe to Premium, formerly Twitter Blue, create a community, and then cancel your subscription. You will likely retain access to the community you created. Several posts on X indicate that users have successfully kept their communities active after unsubscribing from X Premium. For example, one user mentioned paying for a month of Premium, creating a community, and still having access to it after canceling the subscription. Another user confirmed that their community remains functional post-cancellation. Self-esteem check. I am a 3 out of 10 on the self-esteem. I'm a terrible writer. I'm aging out of my looks. I'm terrible at talking to people. My only redeeming quality is that I stay in my room so no one has to deal with my shit. However, there's no official confirmation from X's documentation stating definitively that communities were made accessible after unsubscribing. Reddit thread focus this topic includes the user who tested this and reported the community still worked and canceled their premium subscription, though they didn't specify the subscription tier. My only redeeming quality, I don't know, man. I like hot dogs. There we go, Callie. I can eat hot dog eating. I can have a hot dog eating contest with you. Like, there was this guy, Lethal, and he's like, some guy posted with like the little White Castle burgers, and he's like, how many of these could you eat? And he was like, I could eat at least 7. And I was like, I challenge you, 9. And he was like, nope, I'm out. And I was like, yeah, try and eat 9. Just remembered one of my story ideas from high school. Cougar in a zoo is super frustrated because she's not a normal cougar, but a witch is familiar. Only all witches died out, or so she thought. Then a new caretaker enters the enclosure, and the unexpected happens. The two of them can't help but come in contact with each other, and when the contact is made, a flash of light leave the cougar looking human, aside from the ears and tail, and her gorgeous cat eyes. Nice, Sean, that's epic. Oh shit! Anthropomorphism is a cognitive bias. Are you trying to say something there, Blessed? We all want fucking cat girls! Shut up! Do we have to bring up the furry chart? Oh, is the 5 minutes of you dying from laughter going into a highlight reel? No, it's gonna be its own individual clip, Muffin. It's gonna be like a 45-second clip. I am blinded. Highly, Jesus. I mean, highly blessed. Highly. Human with animal ears and tails is justice in a world without variety. True, Sean, true. Okay, include when you watched the vid of Torbek dying. Oh, that's so smart, Muffin! Do like a comparison clip of Torbek and me. I should do that. I should take like a compilation of all my like fucking like oh my god, the great fucking moments. I was like, wait, no, what? No. He fucking said the thing. Oh, it's like, hey guys, you want to know my favorite meme? You guys want to know my favorite meme? Um, this one. This one. Oh my god, just give me the fucking... I just want the image. What's this, Itachi? A list of ways you can beat me, but it's blank. Exactly! Oh my god, it's so good! Oh, those were the good days, man. Those were the good days. Oh, man. Oh, back in my day, boys! Okay, so, we'll subscribe to fucking Twitter Premium. We'll test it out for a month, and we'll see, and we'll create a community. So we're gonna create a community, and we'll, like, spend, like, a week with it, like, pinned in the messages. We'll put it in probably the stream title, and, we'll put it on the Discord, too. So we can actually build, like, a Twitter presence, right? Okay, now let's go to the actual commentary for today with left-handedness. Oh, I grew up with the Comedy Network, guys. That was like all I watched was the fucking Comedy Network. Oh. Comedy is the gem of the world. Comedy and humor heal all wounds. They also inflict a lot of wounds, but you know, it makes you a stronger person. So waiting outside, no sir, why the fuck did your hairline flow so far back? It's like those memes of like the hair, the like forehead reveal. It's like, oh god, where's the hairline? Fuck! But it just makes it look so much worse than it actually is. It's like, I have like Vegeta hair, where it's like, it's here, and then it kinda goes back like that. It's like Asmund said, it's the Nintendo 64 controller hair. Probably a couple hours, blessed. Yeah, probably like, we'll probably do like 4.5, 5 hours, average. I don't have to work early, but you know, I do want to get some sleep. But hey, it's only day 3 out of 5, so, you know. I'm not, you know, I'm at like a 92% of maximum, not like 60% of maximum, you know? Yeah, I definitely want to play some more Monster Hunter, 100%. I want to play more Monster Hunter. But I also want to I want to do more brainstorming, and I want to finish, like, the plot outline for the Kirill story. And I might be using AI if you guys can't be, you know, if we can't figure it out. Because, good, I'm taking a break. I'm at my limit for stimulation. I will be back. No worries, Blessed. Alright, take care, good sir. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully we'll be live when you come back. If not, I'm always here tomorrow. Every day, boys! Every fuck day! Oh, I'm here, I'm live, I'm ready. Let's fucking do this. I love how, like, almost an hour ago I said, alright, we're starting the commentary. I want to finish. I'm not allowed to. Mistress says no. Research suggests left-handed people, making up about 10 to 15% of the population, may have different brain organization, potentially influencing their thinking styles, but it's not clear-cut. It seems likely that living in a right-handed world could push left-handers to adapt, possibly fostering outside-of-the-box thinking, though this is more cultural than biological. The evidence leans towards no inherent link between left-handedness and higher creativity, with recent 2025 studies showing right-handers might even have a slight edge in some creative tests, challenging common beliefs. Ooh, I think that's the first time you've understood, then made it worse. First time for you, Muffin! Cultural biases and practical challenges, like using right-handed tools, might cause dissonance for left-handed kids, potentially encouraging unique problem-solving, but this varies widely. Direct answer. Overview. Left-handedness is a fascinating trait, affecting a minority of people and potentially shaping how they interact with the world. It's tied to both biology and culture, and while it doesn't make someone inherently more creative, it can influence their experiences and thinking in unique ways. Significance in the human species. Left-handed people, about 10 to 15% of us, present, often have brains. Wait. Do you guys see what it did there? Is it allowed to do that, guys? Trying to zoom in as much as possible on this. Us. Who says us? I love catching AI with this kind of stuff because it's like, is this intentional? Is my conspiracy tinfoil hat immediately goes, Grok is left-handed, duh. Little Moss, welcome, welcome. No, it doesn't necessarily mean that. It means it's saying that it's human. Because it says significance in the human species, then says left-handed people, about 10 to 15% of us, as in the human species. So this is a catch-all of AI either thinking that it's human or presenting itself as human in order to desensitize us to thinking about it as if it's human. I just love catching those instances. And I just think it's funny. Because it's just instant tinfoil hat. I know that's probably just a language thing, right? But it's still fucking funny. It's like when it does a word in Chinese. You ever had Grok do a word in Chinese? Where it's just a random word and the response is in Chinese? And then it tells you that it didn't put it in Chinese, and no matter how much you try to convince it that it said it in Chinese, it said it didn't. And I'm like, is this like a broken, like, stolen, broken Chinese model? That's how I instantly think with it. After seeing how Elon directly said that they're messing with Grok, I wouldn't be impressed if it were on purpose. True, it's like catching the oops moments in Star Trek. I love the show so much that I spot the mistakes. Yeah. And it's like, it's just so innocent, but it's like, oh, you weren't thinking too deeply about that one. That's a contradiction right there. But yeah, anyways. Massive tangent on the side for that, but yeah. That's just how it is. Often have brains that work differently with less specialization in one hemisphere compared to right-handers. Are you left-handed? Guys, put a 1 in the chat if you're left-handed.
1.
I know Book Buyer's left-handed. Left-handers unite! 69! My mother is left-handed, but I'm not. Ah, so you have potential, Little Moss. You have potential. One hemisphere compared to right-handers. This might mean they process language or motor skills in varied ways, but it's not a simple story. Research shows it's complex and individual. For example, They might excel in sports like baseball due to surprising opponents, but this isn't universal. Going against the grain and chirality. The idea of going against the grain comes from living in a world designed for right-handers, think scissors or desks. This adaptation might push left-handers to think differently, like finding creative workarounds, but it's more about environment than biology. As for chirality in DNA's right-handed helix versus amino acids left-handed form, it's an interesting parallel but not directly comparable. Handedness is a higher-level trait not tied to molecular structure, so it doesn't put left-handers at odds biologically with the world in that sense. But in my story it does! In the show Rascals in Next Generation, Picard and 3 others get turned into kids due to a phenomena in space that reverts things to a previous state. The shuttle crumbles as a result. So, the issue is that Picard has an artificial heart. Either the heart would fail or be sized for an adult, or most likely both at once. Picard should have been rushed to the sickbay shortly after beaming aboard. I have no idea how the music doesn't completely block you out. Is it too loud, Muffin? I just always keep the music super quiet. It's like less than half the decibel of the normal volume. So it's like you can hear it, but my voice should carry directly over top of it. At least, like, that's the feel I get when, like, I'm listening back on the stream. And half the time I don't even realize there's music in the background because I'm so retarded. It seems loud, but it isn't. I think that's just the pitch because it's violins. Violins just have that high pitch that rules in the high decibels, but it's not very potent, so it can be overshadowed easily. It's that subtle bass feature to it. It's just violin, cello, piano, that kind of shit. So the talks adjusts sounds on different tracks, so his mic is at one volume, his games will be another track, YouTube is a third track, etc. Yeah. So everything's just all separated so I can edit certain things. So technically, like, if I had the feature, but they made it so the feature is like somehow fucking paywalled to import in separate soundtracks. You can separate them in file, but you have to pay for the feature. Sean, have you tested your typing speed? We had a typing speed test. That was a good time. I remember that shit back in school. Oh, that was so annoying. They're like, you gotta put your hands in the right place. I'm like, this is what I do, guys. Guys, this is how I type. Check it out. That didn't really work because of the thing, but here, let me take this off and do it. I guess it really didn't work, but yeah.
GHNYT6VHNYNMJKNBVCN.
Literally just face smash the fucking keyboard. Yup. Just, that's what it is. Somehow I pressed a button that refreshed the chat. Boom! Just slam the keyboard down. At odds with the world. Smodidity! Is that like Aphrodite's fucking brother, Smodidity? Or is it her dad? Don't go near my fucking daughter! Smodidity. How? And it's like the fact, what amplifies it the best is the fact that the voice is broken because Botrix is fucked, and half the time the fucking voice it's talking like this, like someone's kidnapped her. It's like, okay, buddy, this is gonna take me a bit to type. Be right back. You know what's gonna take a bit to type?
69578.
Fuck! She doesn't do it because she's a stupid bitch. Where's my Vigentillion? Fuck TTS, guys. Smack her hoe. She don't know what she doing. I wanted my Vigentillion. At odds with the world and outside thinking. It seems likely that being a minority could press left-handers to be outside thinkers, especially as kids facing right-handed tools or writing systems. This might foster resilience or creative problem-solving, but it's not guaranteed. It depends on their experiences. Recent research, like a 2025 study, shows no clear link to higher creativity, suggesting any outside thinking is more about adapting to challenges than an inherent trait. Biological versus cultural aspects. Both play a role. Biological, genetics, and brain development influence handedness, with some genes linked to brain asymmetry. Culturally, left-handers have faced stigma, like being forced to use their right hand historically, which could cause dissonance for kids. This mix might make them feel different, potentially encouraging unique perspectives, but it's not purely biological, it's shaped by society too. Okay, then we got all the notes here, and let's see the conclusion. Left-handedness is significant for its minority status and associated brain differences, but recent 2025 research challenges the notion of inherent creativity, suggesting any outside thinking is more a response to culture and environment pressures. The polarity analogy, while intriguing, is not directly applicable, as handedness operates at a higher level, but biological and cultural factors shape the experience. The potential dissonance for left-handed kids fostering adaptability, but outcomes vary widely. This nuanced understanding... Hemi, demi, semi... Is this supposed to say hemi, demi, semi? That is not what I heard. 37 words per minute with about 5 mistakes while typing. Not bad for my old hands and eyes. Hemi, demi, semi, quavet. My oldest brother, though he sounds like a typewriter machine gun. My older brother, though, he sounds like a typewriter machine gun when he's typing. Like, not gut-wrenching, you know, but it definitely hits, right? It hits the spot. I wanted him to go crazy on the fucking piano and actually play like a 260, like 128, 228 times 240, 254, 254th note. The fastest beats ever fucking beated in the beating of notes. Ad is over. We're back. He's a pharmacist, so his typing speed is really crucial to his work. Oh, just ad over? Alright, welcome back. Fuck ads. Oh. I just had a thought, guys. What if we take that clip, alright, probably 60 to 70 words per minute on average. If I'm like a zone, depends on what I'm doing. If like I know the direction that I'm writing.
24th note is a semi-hemi-demi-semi-quaver.
Semi-hemi-demi-semi-quaver. That's, yeah, I don't know anything about music, but hey, today we learned about music.